The headliner of the first half. It's Tom Matthews, everyone! Us.
Well done, very good. Very good. Not good enough though, I'm afraid. No. I mean, I was going to sing, but you don't deserve it, really, do you? Oh, fuck it, go on then. You pull me. Fucking leg. There's a bloke on the hill, and his name might be Bill, and he's buying the stairway to Peckham. Yeah, how you doing? Well, I'm from Peckham. Yeah, so, I've got a problem in life. I say a problem, not really a problem, just an ongoing struggle to try and get on Come Dine with me. And they won't have it, basically. They won't have a bar of it. No, no word of a lie. At least 4 times I've applied to get on this show. And they keep giving me the same fucking excuse every time. Like the same email. You know, thanks for being a fan of Come Dine with me. But we believe at Channel 4 that you're not ready for our show right now. Almost as if they've been watching me recently, like, you know, following me or something. But I am going to get on that show. It's my ambition to get on that show. And basically, I think the reason why they won't let me on, right, they're worried about it, is because I can take the piss a little bit. Like, I used to be a bit of a political activist when I was younger. And I'm quite known by the police. So, what did you say? Tory. No, way off. Way off, mate. Screaming Lord Such. The Looney Party, that's what I'm with. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So I think that they think I'm up to tricks, basically. They think I'm going to take the piss. And they'd be right, I am going to take the piss. I want to be the first person to go and Come Dine with me to make absolutely no food whatsoever.
Yes! Yes!
Just fuck them. No is the answer to that, by the way. Just fuck them. Do you know what I mean? Just bring them around, not fuck them literally, you know, just bring them around the house, like all the guests, and just keep making excuse after excuse. Just say, look, I'm sorry, it's coming, just bear with me. Like, I'm having trouble in the kitchen. You know, I'm really, but you should wait, it's duck, it's really nice, it's duck. And the whole time I'm just going back to the kitchen, just smoking weed, basically. That's my plan. But the honest truth, if I was to get on that show, obviously I wouldn't do that, really. But I think it would be funny, because I'm not the very most organised person in the world. Like, I can genuinely see them waking me up, like the cameramen having to, like the guests, like, oh, the guests have arrived at the door, all 3 of the guests, and Tom's still in bed. Then I'm literally just snoozing away, and I could just imagine the cameraman saying, Mr. Matthews, why'd you ask me to do it? I don't want to do it. Mr. Matthews. What? What the fuck's going on in here? What are you doing in my fucking house? Who the fuck are you? We're Channel 4. We're doing Come Dine with me, remember? What? Come Dine with what? What? Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. Yes. And then I make my way downstairs in my underpants and I answer the door. You know. Oh, sorry, come in. Yeah. And it's the thing. If I was to invite you round to my house, you'd be lucky to get egg and chips. Lucky, if I've got any egg in. Do you know what I mean? You'd be lucky to get that. So that's what they're going to have. They're going to be bringing them in, say, look, make yourself at home. Yeah, roll a joint if you want. Yeah, egg and chips. Yeah, sweet. So, sorry, there's no dining table at my house. You know, I'm not fucking rich. Right? You're going to sit in the living room with your dinner on your lap, like a normal person. You know, so you'll be in the living room, and you know, there's always a form in there when they've had the egg and chips, whatever, to have a form of entertainment, isn't there? Like, you know, they sometimes have a guitar player or something like that around. I thought, since we're in the living room, why not just switch on the telly, you know? see what's on the telly. Oh look, Come Dine with me's on. They're having fun, aren't they? Oh, it looks nice, that lamb, innit? It's nice, isn't it? You know. But I will, I will give you a dessert, or some sort. If I've got some biscuits, digestive biscuits in the cupboard. But not any chocolate ones. I'm not fucking spoiling you, and I'm not made of fucking money, So yeah. But other thing they do, a form of like I say, form of entertainment. Really, I could have done other things. Really, if I really was to really pull, things out my arse, I could do. Like I know Pete Doherty from years ago. Me and him used to be in a band, funny enough, years ago. So I could get Pete Doherty round to, to entertain the guests by doing heroin or something. but for But yeah, so it's basically, that's how I'm going to do it. And there's always the one thing I thought really long and hard about that I will try and go out my way for is the upstairs bit in the bedroom. Right? Because what they do in Come Dine with Me, they always go upstairs to the toilet and then they have a wander around. It started off just, innocently at first, and then now it's a theme. They always go in the bedroom and look through the cupboards and shit like that and have a dig under the beds and all that. And they always find some sort of kinky bra or some sort of, some sort of sex fucking device or something. And I thought long and hard about what would really freak them out, right? And I've gone through all different versions and I've tried them all. Well, I thought about just emptying the whole room and just filling it up with balloons for no reason. Or just emptying the whole room and just keep making it like a shrine for Come Dine with Me. Like have a dining table in there with duck. Have like a dining table in there and perhaps have like in the corner of the room like a drawer, a cupboard drawer, where you pull out the drawer and there's just a picture of me, just, or a picture of people eating food really close up. And then just a picture of me masturbating to the food or something like that. That's how I would do personally. That's how I roll, basically. Yeah. I have other TV ideas. I might start sharing with you. Right, I'm going to start with. I've got a small one I've had in my mind. I might say. Remember the members of the program? Bring on the wall, hole in the wall. Is it hole in the wall? Hole in the wall. I thought, why don't we do a different version of that? Bring that show back, but this time call it Hole in the Cubicle. Where basically, just get 2 cubicles, right? And just have celebrities come in, right? And just have them each go in there, blindfolded or whatever. And basically, it's up to us to ring in, or I haven't really thought this through, but it's up to us to guess whose dick. Well, basically, someone's dick's going to get sucked, isn't it? Right? And it's up to us to guess who. Do you know what I mean? I just thought that would be worth a watch. Like imagine Jedward in there. We might be able to get. Sorry, might be able to get. Oh, fuck it, I'm not sorry. Well, it might be able to get a Jedward in there, and just he looks just like mine. Wow. Something like that. Yeah, that's the time you do it. Yeah, well done. Yeah. Right, so I'm gonna tell you a little. Not sure how long I've got left. I'm gonna end with a little story. When I was not only did I dabble in masturbation when I was a kid, but I also dabbled in voodoo, black magic. Yeah, and I was a fucked up child, right? And I had a teacher at school, right? And her name was Miss O'Malley, and she was a really good, cunt, basically. So much so that I took it upon myself to try and get her back by doing voodoo black magic on her, right? By creating a voodoo doll. I made a voodoo doll of her, basically, about that big, right, made of wax. And this is influenced at the time by a film called The Witches of Eastwick. Anyone seen that film? Yeah, so good. If you haven't seen it, it's a must-see. It's about 30 years old, but it's a must-see. Right, basically, there's 3 witches, and then there's Jack Nicholson, and obviously he fucks all 3 of them. And they get the hump, and they decide to get him back by making a voodoo doll of him, and they do all sorts of madness to him. Now, I thought, as a young child watching that, I thought, I'm going to do that to my fucking teacher. Right? Long story, she abused me. Not sexually, unfortunately. But yeah, so I thought I'm going to get her back. So I created this voodoo doll, and what was really crazy about it was really accurate. Like, it was really fucking good. Like, it had a real resemblance to my teacher, Miss O'Malley. And I thought I had all these crazy ideas. I thought of like putting needles into it, setting fire to it, or feeding it to my dog. But in the end, I just ended up masturbating to it. Which is worse, I think. I mean, there's ways to go, isn't there? And I wouldn't want to go that way, to be honest, And I regret that. Looking back, I regret. But I do look back and think, I wonder if it worked. Like, I wonder if she felt it. You know, and I had visions of her coming into assembly one day at school, just like Jack Nicholson did in that film. Just covered in jizz. Just a bit of a nightmare. Or she used to play piano at school all the time, constantly, the same tune with her daughter there all the time. And I just imagine her halfway through, all things bright and whatever, wonderful, all things. And I was like, what's the matter, mother? Oh, for a moment there, I felt like a small boy just came on my face. It must be nothing. Anyway, thanks very much. Cheers.
Guys, that's how you end it. I don't know how he does it. Like, it made twin brothers sucking each other off to sound like an endearing little story. It is. Guys, it is. Yeah, actually, it's quite a nice story. If you think about it. Right, guys, it's a break, everyone. It's still happy hour, by the way. So go to the bar and we'll do a tight 10. And we'll see you in 10, and we've got our next headliner. So yeah.
Dude, that is the best I've fucking seen you.
I'm not going to get it on record.